conversations and perhaps has overshadowed the other four World Cup qualifiers on the African continent is Ghana versus Nigeria. And in 180 minutes of football, just one of these West African neighbors would be in Qatar, November, for the World Cup. Well, lineups for the both teams are out. We'll be looking into that pretty shortly. For Ghana and Nigeria, it was a bit delayed. Ghanaians were getting a bit impatient, like they've been in the build-up, especially with the squad, with the venue change, and with quite a number of things off the pitch. The lineups are in, I can confirm, and that essentially means that the next big thing is the referee blowing his whistle for kickoff, and that would be at 7:30 p.m. We'll be bringing you live commentary straight from the Baba Yara Sports Stadium when George Addo Jr. and Gary Al Smith do take over the microphone here on Joy 99.7 FM. But I did say that the Jollof Derby has probably overshadowed the other four African Cup of World Cup qualifiers, my pardon, and I'll be going through the results. It has already been 3 games played earlier today, and it looks like it's a day for away teams. It's news that Ghana wouldn't be smiling too much about. Morocco got a 1-1 draw away to DR Congo, which is vital because a reminder that the away goal rule still stays, and it is very, very much alive in the World Cup qualifiers. In the Champions League is no more, but in the World Cup qualifiers is alive and healthy. And so Morocco do have a very, very vital away goal, despite missing a penalty early in the second half to equalize, a Wisa strike, but they did manage to still get that equalizer later on with 15 minutes remaining through striker Tissoudali, who came on in the second half. For Congo themselves, they ended the match with 10 men after Ngonda was sent off with 5 minutes left to play. In terms of the other games, Cameroon, who finished third at Africa Cup of Nations, also lost at home to 2019 Africa Cup of Nations winners Algeria, and it was Islam Slimani, who got that goal with a header from a Belaili cross, and also sealing a win for Algeria away in Cameroon, a country that didn't bring them so much joy 2 months ago in the Africa Cup of Nations. For the people of Mali, the return of football to Bamako didn't bring smiles on their face, rather frustration, but they would look back and take the result as it is, because they had to essentially play more than 50 minutes of football man down after Musa Sissako. He scored an own goal, and then 4 minutes later he was sent off in the first half. And so Mali are still ending the game 1-0, perhaps gives them hope. But for Tunisia, they do have a crucial away goal and know that they do have 1 foot left in Qatar. And then the other 2 games remaining is the Ghana versus Nigeria game, which we'll be bringing you live commentary of here on Joy 99.7 FM. And then a repeat of the Africa Cup of Nations final between Senegal and Egypt. Sadio Mane had the first laugh when he met Mohamed Salah. Salah tweeted yesterday evening, posting a picture of a full stadium for Egypt, and he commented saying that I need you, saying that he needs the fans, because if Egypt are to go past the AFCON winners, they would definitely have to do something at home. Because Senegal themselves, we all know how strong they'll be in the new stadium. But our focus will not be too much on that game. It's on the Ghana versus Nigeria match. And we'll be bringing you commentary of that at 7:30 and in just about 10 minutes. But we'll quickly just look at the lineups of both sides as we gear up to the Jollof Derby, the first time both countries are meeting in 12 years. Joining me in studio is Kojo Hime, and he is an avid follower of the Black Stars, has been doing a lot of tactical analysis on the team, and also worked with Afro Stats for the Africa Cup of Nations. A rather disastrous performance from the Black Stars, which will be getting much perspective from, from a tactical point of view much later. But Kojo, welcome. First off, let's look at the lineups for both sides, starting with the Black Stars. Some surprising names in the team named by Otoado.
Yeah, you can see, the first look at the lineup, you can see there's Afenajan and you can see Fatau. It's a very big night for these two teenagers because everybody would have expected that a game like this, you need experience, you need, passion, you need character. But Otoada has seen it fit to bring these two young guys, these two who are seen as our future, into this lineup.
Okay, so quickly just run through the lineup. You just give us two players, Fatau Isaku and Afenajan. But which other players joined these guys?
In goal, there's Joseph Wolacott, our favorite goalkeeper. Our right back, debutant, Dennis Odoi Frimpong. He's a debutant, but he's 33 years. At centre back is Amate and Alexander Jiku. At left back is Gideon Mensah stepping in for Baba Rahman. In midfield is Thomas Partey, Baba Idrisu, and Mohamed Kudus. And up top, Jordan Ayew, Fatau Isahaku, and Felix Afenajan.
And do you have the Nigerian lineup? As we try and measure expectation and also the tactical, the tactical battle that we do anticipate for these two sides, and definitely is one that you can look forward to, and it should be an intriguing game, especially because of the attendance, the atmosphere at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, the occasion, and what it really means. Nigeria, they were in the 2018 World Cup. Unfortunately, Ghana missed out and haven't been at the Mundial since 2014. And so failure to, go to Qatar would essentially mean that it would now be 8 years at least since the Black Stars went to the World Cup. And preceding that was 3 consecutive appearances at the World Cup. And so essentially that could have been put as a birthright for the Black Stars or becoming one in terms of the World Cup. But to get to Qatar, they have to go through Nigeria, and it's essential they get a result here at Baba Yara. What team would the Black Stars be facing in terms of the Nigeria starting 11?
Well, in goal we have Uzoho, who steps in for the EO Maduka Okoye. The back four is the same as from the AFCON. They just passed AFCON. Ola Aina, Balogun, Trust Ekon, and Zaidu Sanusi. And in midfield, Innocence Bonke steps in for Ndidi, who partners Joe Aribo. And the wingers are Moses Simon and Samuel Chukwueze. And up top is Nigeria's greatest threat for today, Iheanacho and Victor Osimhen.
Very, very intriguing. So, Kojo, we are just about 5 minutes or so away from kickoff. What do you anticipate to happen in this game with how both teams have lined up?
Doing analysis for Afro Stats on Nigeria for this AFCON. We know how Eguavon wants to play. He favors the wing play of the Nigeria 90s side, where they focus on wing play. They focus on their fullbacks and their wingers, creating most of the attack. And we'll see it tonight in action. You can see during the AFCON, Moses Simon especially, he had a lot of touches of the ball. So when you're watching Nigeria, just watch them get the ball quickly out wide and create attacks.
So in terms of Nigeria, playing wide and creating a lot of opportunities from wide, we saw Tunisia come up with a strategy where they were able to stifle that to some extent. What do you think Otoado has in mind? He says they have a plan and he thinks his boys can deliver. How do they stop this Nigerian side?
Well, reviewing the Tunisia versus Nigeria game during the AFCON, you could see that their plan was straightforward. They had a 5 block in midfield. So that was 3 central midfielders and 2 wingers out wide. So what they did was to have their 3 midfielders outnumber Nigeria's pivot in midfield 3 versus 2. And out wide, they made sure that their wingers always followed Moses Simon and Samuel Chukwueze. And during the AFCON, Nigeria attacked 43% down the left side, which means Moses Simon was their most dangerous threat. So they had a plan to always outnumber him 2 versus 1 out wide.
That's but that's very interesting in terms of the tactical play, looking at how flexible this Nigerian side can be. How much of a boost is it for Osimhen to come back into the side? They didn't have him during the AFCON.
It was a very, very, very big boost. Awoni didn't deliver as much as the Nigerians expected. He's the kind of striker who is he's a battering ram. You just crossed him and he heads. He's not that good on the ball. But with Victor Osimhen tonight, he can link play. He can receive with his back to goal. He can run in behind, and he can cause a lot of trouble for our defenders tonight.
All right, we're just about 3 minutes or so from kickoff for the big derby between Ghana and Nigeria. This definitely means more because there is a place, or there's a spot up for grabs in Qatar for next year's World Cup, and we'll be trying to bring you commentary with just 4 minutes left to go there. But for Kujo, for the whole game, let's look at Afenajan and Fatawu Issahaku, two young players at a fully packed Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Is it a situation that could be too much to throw young players in there, or you do believe that these two guys have shown what it takes at club level and could perhaps grab this occasion by the neck and really make a name for themselves?
Well, there's this cliche saying in football that if you are good enough, you are old enough. And with these two guys, we know they are teenagers. We know their relative lack of inexperience in club football in the country and abroad. But if Otuado is the one to say that they are ready to play this game, then they are ready.
A reminder before we join first half commentary that coverage of the big game between Ghana and Nigeria is proudly brought to you by Qatar Airways, going places together. Airtel Tigo Sika Koko bundles. Enjoy huge data at a lower cost. Simply dial *111# now. Airtel Tigo Life is simple. Speaking of Sika Koko, you can get bundles, but you need credit, and I'll be giving away 10 city credits very soon. And so if you're listening and you know someone who uses Airtel Tigo, or your girlfriend uses it, your mother, your best friend, even you yourself, just listen, because I'll be mentioning the number for you to put in your phone and get that 10 city credit immediately. But that's just in about 10 seconds or so. Let me just keep on acknowledging our sponsors for this game as well. KFC is finger licking good. Azar Paint, #1 from Azar Group since 1921, and then 10bet for the better. Now, before we join first half commentary from George Adu Jr. and Gary L. Smith, I'll just mention a few scratch cards that you can type in if you use Airtel Tigo, and you get 10 city credits immediately. So the first number is, are you listening? Okay, 5636 6269 9953 7107. Let me just mention that again. 5636 629. No, let me just start that again. 5636 6269 9953 7107. So that's the first scratch card. Let me move on to a second one in case you missed it, but you have to be really fast. The next number is 5494 2391 1282 3858. 5494 2391 1282 3858. And this is for only Airtel Tigo users, and that's because Airtel Tigo Sika Koko bundles is live, and so you do want to enjoy huge bundles. So use this credit to buy data at a very low cost, and all you have to do is dial *111#, and then you can get access to these ones. Airtel Tigo Life is simple. I've given away 2 scratch cards so far, and when we come back from the first half, I'll have about 8 more scratch cards to go. So you do not want to move an inch, especially if you use Airtel Tigo. You can eat good tonight, so do stay in touch, and Joy 99.7 is the tune to stay on. And let's now head over to Baba Yara Sports Stadium and get live commentary from George Adu Jr. and Gary L. Smith.
Thank you very much. Away from Pop. If you can hear me, you're live on Joy